Yeah, it might help somebody out. So you got this kind of cleaned off a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty dirty before.
Okay.
So
looks good. Mine's a little bit bigger, the one that I brought, but that's all right. That's no big deal. We'll make that work.
So I speculate that definitely doesn't seem to be sparking. You can plug it in and see that it doesn't spark.
So I always like to, yeah, I think that shot, you can kind of, it should be kind of shocking me.
Yeah.
And it's not shocking me at all. I think that's probably our only problem. Wouldn't that be nice if that was your only problem?
Well, that would be pretty sweet. I tried to call by one, and oh no, I put this so that we do get mud, so you don't get muddy.
Oh.
That was the whole point.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because I got muddy last night.
Yeah, I bet you did.
So,
yeah, it's
why would it go bad in two spots? It just seems highly unlikely. That's what I thought too. That
sometimes it's really hard to see in this amount of light because it's very faint.
yeah, but you should be able to go down there and feel it like you did before.
Well, it's shocking me. It's coursing through this whole thing, and it grounds itself out into the body of the.
Oh.
So sometimes it's a little.
Well, there's shade back here if you want to get in the shade.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
I have map gas, or...
Oh, there you go, yeah, that's perfect. Here we go. Let's get you involved.
So can we do this without...
There's no way to release the gas, huh? It's automatic?
Oh, there it is. There's going.
Okay, ready? Just hold it close to this part. Yeah, I don't think it's doing anything.
Oh.
Okay.
Oops, that was me. Oh, I saw a little spark.
Oh, did you? I'm trying to ground back into it here. Sometimes you can connect the circuit. You know?
There's a spark right there. Look, you can see it.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, there's a spark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of... It might be a little too far away or something. So...
That you, oh, this might be too far away?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a spark going between there and this little...
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, you see it arcing across here?
Yeah.
Pretty consistently?
Try again now, without that there.
I'm trying to use your shirt as a backdrop. I don't really see it.
I don't
Usually
see
you
it.
can see it. I think when you put the metal in there, you were bridging it together.
Oh, maybe that was what was happening.
Yeah, I see it sparking. Yeah, it's jumping from the spark rod to your. There you go. Oh, did you get shocked? Yeah,
it's no big deal.
It's pretty strong. It's like 15,000 volts. I mean, that's nothing. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit. Like if you just push these two together a little bit, we'll probably finish that circuit right there. No, maybe not.
It's definitely not super strong. Oh,
There it is. Yeah.
But you know what?
It can also jump over to here.
You know what's interesting is I was having to. You should only have to do that cycle once or twice, probably.
Is all you got to do, yeah. So we're going to take this pilot assembly and put that in your burner, because your burner is shorter.
Yep, I see it.
Than this burner.
Yep.
Too bad. Oh well. Would have been a nice, easy slam dunk to just pop that sucker. Oh well. All right.
It may work without doing that, but this.
Yeah, I mean, if we.
The extra effort may.
Yeah, I think I kind of bent that a little bit over a little bit closer. I mean, you only need it to light once. Now you got a lot of soot going on in there. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it.
It's not consistent.
Yeah, I think it might be. Sometimes if you slide that back and forth, that kind of reconnects it, but it can ground out So this wire can end up grounding out like all over the place.
Oh, really?
Boy, that's real dirty.
Yeah, that's after I cleaned it a little bit.
Really?
Blew it off of my compressor.
Yeah, wow. That's
Why do you think that is?
the fuel's not burning 100%. So propane is made from oil, right? It's the gas that's left over in refining gasoline. So you turn oil into gasoline, and the gas, a gas that's left over is propane.
Oh.
And so it's not clean. It's not. That's why natural gas, they call it a clean gas.
Okay.
And so when it doesn't burn all the way, it leaves a lot of this soot, which is some kind of petroleum.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know what's in it exactly, but it's kind of like what you see in your fireplace.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's just dirty and nasty. This one's super clean, so this one was burning more efficiently. It'd probably be better to put this burner assembly in.
Exactly.
We could at least put this cover on this. We'll make it work. We'll hodge this thing together into kind of what you need. But you got the combustion chamber cleaned out?
Need this wire anyway.
Yeah, every time you pull on it, they get
I pulled on it about 10 times, and finally,
yeah.
the 10th time I took it in and out, it finally pulled out, and I put it back in, but it's not the best.
Yeah, they get a little bit looser every time you work on them. So I use a pair of needle nose pliers to pull them out, so I don't, because I learned the hard way that.
So what's the company that you work for, dude?
Yeah,
Jennifer?
yeah, you know, kitchen, bathroom remodels, roofing, concrete, you name it, we do it. So painting, you know, drywall, that kind of thing.
Sounds like me.
Oh, is that what you do?
Just for myself.
Oh, yeah. You got a nice piece of property here.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
the reason I
like
wasn't
5
too stressed is
acres
I
or-
just showered up there.
oh,
So I have
oh, so you got a
showers,
shower, yeah.
I have a shower, but my wife, she likes to use this one down here, so she's got
Oh.
I've built a nice bathroom and just tub and everything. So.
Well, I like to always say thank God for wives and daughters because they give me a lot of business.
Yeah.
Because guys will take cold
Me, I'm
showers.
like, oh, I can walk up there. I can shower.
Yeah, you don't
up there.
care.
I don't care. There's 2 showers up there.
Yeah, but they want it working. They want it working where they like it. So,
But even that piece is going to be too long. I think it.
yeah, it's okay though because we can bring the slack this way.
Oh, okay.
We can put this. We can control where the slack goes.
And then how does that control this feed?
It's just going to be a little bit longer. Everything's going to be a little bit longer.
You just shape it into place.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, if you don't mind.
No, it's fine.
It's really all I can do just because of the limit of propane parts that I have. If it was natural gas, which you can actually take a natural gas pilot assembly and throw it on there. It's got reducers that are inside this. Anyway, all the pinholes are smaller.
Yeah.
And you'll get a giant pilot flame. You'll get like a 3-inch pilot flame, and over time that'll you'll see that kind of burning on your propane, you know, because that thing stays lit all the time, even when the water's already reached temperature. And you'll just be wasting propane. It makes some people nervous.
It already seems like a lot of propane goes through this. This thing burns up propane pretty fast.
Really? Well, it's not burning efficiently. That's why. So you're using probably twice as much fuel just to heat the same amount.
What do you think that would be?
You probably got it. The airflow on the bottom of it's blocked. Well, look at your screen.
It's not blocked at all. It's real clear. I looked. After you told me I came up today and I see it down there. There's not a single thing there. It's amazing.
Okay, well, we'll look at the flame. The flame should be pretty blue. Like almost 100% blue. Especially because it's propane. It's kind of rare to see that, but
So is that a factor of too much CO2 or too little propane?
it could be too much. I mean, I don't know. I can look at. I'll look at the. Because this should be tagged. This should all be tagged with propane. This usually will have a tag on it that says it's propane. So you might have like a natural gas.
No, it says propane right on the side of the tank.
Yeah, but this part right here might be natural gas. Somebody might. Did you buy that used?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Somebody had it in there.
So who the hell knows who worked on it, right?
Well, they had it in.
Some guy like me might have gotten my hands on it.
Well, I don't think
It
so.
made it work, and
Really?
then now it doesn't. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because it was 6 months, maybe 6 months old when I bought it, and it was in a guest house. It was never used, so I don't think it was bad. It was brand new. I mean, the thing was brand new when I got it. It looked like it looked like they had just taken it off. So they took it out to sell it, and they were putting in.
Yeah, so that should be a little more restricted than it is. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Because I know that one's propane.
Yeah, they were converting to electric, so they put in a bunch of solar panels.
Okay, well this seems to be a little bit loose here, so maybe it was just leaking fuel out of here. It's hard to say, but that's the original one. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of this, because that thing's plenty dirty. Put that over there. Yeah, it looks like you got, see how small that the orifice head is there on that. So that's good. It's just dirty.
It would be nice if it was more efficient. Because it seems like I go through it really fast. Propane bottles.
I can't guarantee you I can make it efficient. I can only make it run.
It's okay. I'm not asking for that.
I can only make it run.
Like, we're not using very big bottles.
Yeah. Oh, you're not? Okay.
No.
Well, this glass is pretty... I guess you took that out, though, right?
I took that out.
Yeah.
Put it back in.
Yeah, you were telling me you took that out. So, yeah, it might help to seal this a little bit, but my guess is it's probably not getting enough oxygen. So it's you know, when fuel burns, if you know anything about combustion, it's got to be at the right ratio. So too little oxygen and all the fuel will not be burned, and you'll have leftover fuel. And when that fuel is propane, it leaves a lot of soot, and then the soot just gets put into the air and sucked back into the, so it's like recycling it, right? And drawing it in and re-burning it, and then coats the whole bottom of the pan or the tank, coats the whole bottom of the tank with that stuff. I've cleaned some of these things out and they're just nasty. I mean, they ruin any rag you try and wipe in there.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah.
It's just destroyed and gets in your hands and takes days to get out.
Yeah, I had a decent pair of pants on, jeans on. That's what the first time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Not thinking that I was going to have all this soot like this. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
shit.
I usually put rubber gloves on because you can't wash this stuff out of your hands.
I'm not a big
ever.
Guy, but...
Yeah, no, me either. But I'm trying to learn to be.
Yeah, me too. I do have
because I'm definitely trying to wear more gloves because I got a lot of cuts. And I'm tired of trying to clean my hands just get dirty all the time. Alright, we're gonna put this one in here.
Oh, it's interesting how that has a, so what is that little extra bucket there, that little, what does this do for you?
Oh wow, is this gonna work on here? I don't really know what the hell that thing does. This might not even work on here because of the orientation. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think I'm gonna make it work out. But that's that part isn't terribly important. So maybe we can just put one of these on.
This is just like a diffuser or something, right? Or just controls the flame. Where it goes.
Yeah.
There
we go. We'll see if we can use this one. That poor burner assembly is, yeah, that might not work either. I can get it pretty close, but it's probably not going to work. So I think what we're going to want to do. Do you have like a bench grinder or anything? Anywhere, or any way to clean that thing just kind of quickly? You don't have to. We can put it back in there, but I just highly recommend you do. Probably letting it soak overnight in vinegar would be the thing to do, but we're not looking at that kind of timeline. I'm gonna work over here where the mud isn't so thick. I tried to walk and I couldn't. I was like, whoa, that's some good California mud right there. If there is such a thing. Okay, vinegar did the trick. Gotta love vinegar.
Came right off.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Get several.
I will. I'll need a couple pairs just to,
Yes, they'll tear.
just to get through to the. Actually, I'm gonna give you yours back. I brought some. I just stocked up today. Mine are a little bit thicker. Can I use that vinegar?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's some in that bucket right there.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, this is what we want. This is what we want right here. And probably say goodbye to the sweater. Nasty propane.
Yeah, I felt up in there. I felt it. I didn't realize it was an inch thick.
Well, I'm probably exaggerating, but it's yeah. When it does, it gets real sticky. You know, I don't know if it's the oil or the petroleum or whatever's in it, but it gets real sticky. Okay, yeah, I can see through the screen. Is that what you're talking about on the bottom?
Yeah, that screen on the bottom's super clean.
Okay.
I was surprised.
Yeah, that is a little bit weird. I would think that it would be clogged, but who knows? You know, who knows what's going on? Usually it gets inside the...
So the fact that I have this not venting all the way through the roof, is that making some come back and be dirty?
It could, yeah, I mean...
So it's not getting good flow.
Maybe, yeah. Usually when you directly vent to... I mean, only if you get a lot of really strong winds all the time, that would prevent the gas from... So when you get like a change in the atmospheres, but this is all in the same atmosphere, right? Yeah. So if this was like inside your house, and then it wasn't being vented outside, like a couple feet beyond the roof, and then you had really strong winds, or it was really cold outside, but it was really warm inside, and you had like a real atmospheric difference, it could cause it to not vent properly. I don't think it's burning properly. I don't think it's... I think you probably that pilot tube was loose, and it was just spilling gas all over the place. It was like partially burning. I mean, who knows? I never really saw it work, but that's usually a sign when you got a lot of soot like that, that the fuel isn't burning 100%. And you'll get that with natural gas too. You just don't get this. You don't get all this, you know, like a chimney. You know, like, I'm trying to capture this for the audience. You don't get this action, but I'll tell you what's working real well is the vinegar. Kind of learned a little something today myself, so yeah, but it looks pretty good. I mean, it's dark, but it's as clean as it's gonna get. So yeah, just throw all this away because I'm not running that through my
you don't want to wash your
my washing machine.
You want to wash your bed sheets for that? Yeah,
I put my my Sunday whites in with this thing, and I mean, you could probably stain your clothes black with that. Okay, so got that cleaned up. We'll switch that over. We'll get that reinstalled. You said gas was coming out of here, right? Is it on?
No, I have it turned off.
Oh, okay.
Right there, it's turned off.
Okay. So we'll turn it on. Yeah, it should come screaming out of here because it's under higher pressure. Well, I guess it's not really. Maybe that's what it does. Is it reduces the pressure. If we had a natural gas valve on there, it would probably come screaming out of there. Because it's supposed to let out more. I know the PSI on that's pretty intense.
Because I took that off and checked the pressure there too, and had good pressure there.
Okay. Well, we'll.
Better than that.
We know we weren't getting. We know what it is. There's no spark.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can. Yeah. So see all this sit up here too. Yeah. All the sit.
Yeah.
So it ends up coming up the chimney, and then it gets all over. It gets all over this stuff. So, you ever get free time, which I'm sure you don't like the rest of us, you pop this thing off and get in there and clean it out.
Oh really?
Yeah, if you want, but it'll come flying out of there when we get it lit up. It'll just go. I'm surprised it didn't stain the ceiling here.
Yeah.
But you know, doesn't hurt to get a break every now and then on a problem. So that's the bad one. This is the good one that we hope is good. And then we just feed this back in. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of extra, you know, a couple extra inches of everything. But better too much than not enough, right? Because I do have a lot of parts, but most of the parts I have are natural gas. But every now and then I get a propane water heater. I don't know where it comes from because I'm close to downtown, right? So all the parts I get my hands on are all from that area.
Well, yeah, up in North County, up in this area, there's a lot of propane, and in this area, there's a lot of propane.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter. Put it back in there.
After the fact, or does that thing record too?
Oh, it's recording.
Okay.
It's just, this is just the raw footage, so I gotta go back through and edit it. Editing takes forever. It's the most grueling.
I've had a bunch of friends that do van life.
Okay.
They
Oh, van life, you said?
van life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Sprinter vans.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
they make
that's
all their money off of that. It's crazy, just off of YouTube. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, it's pretty believable. I don't think I'm ever gonna make. All I do is water heater repair videos, so my audience is pretty limited. They're just there to mostly try and figure out what's wrong with theirs, and there are some people that like to watch that kind of stuff. I do. I mean,
Yeah, no,
but I do it. So
I watched a half-hour video on this water heater to repair it, and that's why I kind of knew there was a striker. And I tested all the other stuff. Then the valves were all opening. Used that 9-volt battery to test all that. And so the
yeah,
valves were opening properly.
that's a lot of current. It takes less than a volt, and you hit it with 9.
Yeah.
So but fortunately, you're not connecting that to the motherboard because you.
Yeah, you're bypassing that.
Yeah, you're bypassing that whole thing. So nothing to worry about there.
Actually, the motherboard looks a little corroded too. I looked at it.
Well, I got an extra cover we can pop on. So. But you can actually use a natural gas. It will work. It doesn't know. It doesn't know what gas it's dealing with. It just.
The motherboard does not.
The valve does.
Okay.
No, the motherboard doesn't know. No, the motherboard has no idea. I mean, it thinks it is, and it's looking for, you know, but it doesn't. It doesn't measure that. It doesn't have any way to deal with that. The valve itself is just, you know, there's some circuitry going on in there, obviously, because it takes current to open and close it. But to the best of my knowledge, there's nothing inside there that can. But I've done it and it works. So, you know, in a pinch, I was out in the boonies and the guys, and I didn't have one. I had a valve, but I didn't have a cover, and I'm like, well, let's try a natural gas cover, and it just popped right on, came right on, and worked, and turned it on and off, and read the.
So what happens? This gets hot, and then that lights that.
Yeah. So
comes out here.
Your pilot tube gas comes out here. The spark ignites that.
Right.
The heat from that flame heats up this thermal pile. When it reaches over 300 millivolts, it's sending that information back to the motherboard. Then the motherboard comes on, so there's no batteries or anything.
And then this pops up, and then it pops open.
And then it pops open the valve, dumps the gas down. The gas sprays up from the bottom, hits this thing, spreads the flame out, and catches the pilot light. Okay. So it's trying to prove flame. So if you have no flame, they don't want gas getting sent down. They don't want that thing.
So
like, because I have a device that can bypass this whole. I made a little battery and reduce the voltage on it with a resistor, so I can plug that right into your valve and it'll operate your valve without there being a flame. So I can dump gas inside there, without which is dangerous.
Able to stick a lighter in here and light this.
That I don't know. I really don't know what was going on with that. It still could be your valve. You should have been able to light it. That's why I thought, oh, it's probably your valve. And it still may be your valve. That's why I was like, it doesn't seem like it's letting out a whole lot of. So we'll see. We're just trying to get.
It seems so.
It could be. It could be a bunch of different things.
All at once.
All at once. Yeah.
It's like how can three things break at once? That doesn't seem possible.
It doesn't. No. It doesn't feel clogged.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I always like to just push as much high compressed air through there as I possibly can to kind of, because the bigger the flame, the more voltage you get. The more voltage, the
I got
right.
My compressor sitting outside there, don't blow it through it, but
sure. Do you have like a spray nozzle on the end of it? Or probably. Oh, did I? I got more, don't worry. I just shot the screws all over the yard, huh? Did you find them or no?
Yeah, they're right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, Darren, screws are extra. Screws are not included for my fee.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
You're like, thanks, asshole. Appreciate that. All right, here we go.
No, that's what I would do, is lose them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've lost them. I've sheared them off. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Out in the field. I'm just glad I'm out here early because I didn't want to come out here at night. Because I
didn't want you to.
I imagine it gets real fun at night with the light and the lack of light. Let me see if I can.
Find that little slot in there too.
Yeah. I don't really give it too much credence. That little slot.
It took me forever to find that slot.
Yeah. I think it's for when it's in transport. So when it's being transported, I guess, but I'd like to talk to a water heater manufacturer. Tell me what that thing's for. But my guess is it's for transporting.
It would fit that one because it's different.
No, it's the same. It's yours.
Oh.
Yeah, it's yours. I think I'm in there. There we go. Alright, slot achieved. I usually just bend that thing over and just lay it down, but you know, I'm trying to get years back in my life. I've never had it be a problem. To be honest with you, it's the stupid gasket they put on here that drives me crazy.
You get it ready? This might make it easier. You can feel with this.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, no, nothing's gonna make this easy unless I rip that gasket off. That might be it. I think I got that side. That's not the hard side. This side's the hard side over here. Yeah.
Yeah, I struggled with that for quite a while. And then I found out that the little retaining clip was off on one side.
Oh. I wish you told me that. Because that means it's probably off for me.
No.
Did you crimp it real good when you put it back?
It was that side that fell off, so you already got that.
Oh,
side.
this side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm so glad they put the sediment trap here. It belongs over there, but I'm going to put it here. Oh yeah. Sediment trap's in the wrong spot. And it's right in my way.
Oh.
Here, let me try that. Yeah, I can't get an angle on it. I can't tell you how many videos I made about sediment traps being in the wrong spot. So this is like the old way to do it, you know, like 10 years ago you put the sediment traps in. We do work for San Diego County, right? And the city of San Diego, and we did like 200 water heaters, 150 water heaters.
I think you're too low.
And we had to pull permits for them all, and then the city inspectors came out and made us move all our sediments off of the valve to the pipe.
Oh, sure.
Because he goes, yeah, they don't belong there. That's wrong. Yeah, I think it's the gaskets in my way. But I can't see because the gasket's there.
That's about where it should be.
It doesn't matter if the gasket's folded over the door, you know. I can't. I don't know why I started up.
Well, believe me, last night I was quite frustrated with it. I was like, what's going on? I finally took it out, like, oh, the little clip was gone from this side. It's like, yeah,
it was working. Well, it was working until I got there, you know. I mean, they called me, it wasn't working. And they had no idea. This little guy here can be a real nightmare too. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Really appreciate it. My camera actually died at the end, so I had to switch cameras, so that's why we lost the microphone. So I apologize about that, trying to take care of these microphone issues. And this is an older video I filmed a while back, but everything worked out. The water heater is lighting up. It was able to get the valve going, which you'll see the 3 flashes in here. And I think I'm just turning it over. I had to change the Pizio igniter. But really appreciate you guys watching this video. Hopefully you learned something a little bit and this video helped you out. Please consider giving it a thumbs up. Really appreciate any comments. If you guys have any comments at all, I usually respond to those. And you can tell I'm sick right now. I actually caught COVID. So I'm unable to work and just at home trying to get caught up on videos. I really appreciate you watching. Consider subscribing to the channel. And hope you have a great rest of your Christmas vacation. Thanks again. I gotta turn it off to replace it. I can barely. What did he tell you? Did you call him? Okay. I got you. That's what I do. Hey, thanks again for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. Have a great one. What's the year on it? Oh, wow. Yeah, so you're under warranty. So you could have called A.O.Smith and they could have sent you a valve. Or you still can.